Today we'll be going through IGCSE Mathematics Paper 4 Extended 058043 October-November 2013. Question number 1. In a camera magazine, 63 pages are used for advert. The ratio number of pages of advert to the number of pages in review is equal to 7:5. Calculate the number of pages used for review. So 63 pages for the advert, and advert is 7 out of 12. So 7 out of 12 of 60, basically 63 are for advert. So what we can do, we can suppose x is basically the total one. So 7 by 12 of x will be equal to 63, which is provided, and we can find x will be equal to 63 divided by 7 multiplied by 12, and this will be equal to, we can calculate 63 divided by 7 and multiplied by 12 is equal to 108. So there are total 108 pages. So out of 108, we have to check for the review. So 63 are for advert, so 108 minus 63, and this will be equal to 108 minus 63 is equal to 45. So 45 pages will be for review. This is what we got. Then part second, in another copy of magazine, 56 pages are used for review, and for photographs the ratio number of pages of review and number of pages of photograph is 9:5. Calculate the number of pages used for photographs. So in this part, basically 56 are the total pages which we have to split into 9 and 5 ratio. So 5 ratio will be for photographs. So 5 out of 14. Sum of ratios will be 14. 9 plus 5 is equal to 14. So this 14 will be using over here. And if we calculate 56 multiply by 5 divided by 14, this will be resulting to 20. So there will be 20 pages for this one. Part 3. One copy of the magazine costs this much. An annual subscription costs 48.80 for 13 copies. So we can calculate the percentage discount by having an annual subscription. So first of all, we'll check the cost of 13 copies. So 13 copies will be costing to 13 into 4.90, and this will be equal to 13 into 4.90 will be resulting to 63.7. So 63. I'll move the page a little above. So this one, 13 multiplied by 4.90 will be resulting to 63.7. And but in case of subscription, you have to pay this one only. So it will be 63.7 minus 48.80, and this will be minus 48.80. This will be resulting to 14.9. So there will be a advantage of 14.9, basically discount of $14.9. Now we have to calculate the percentage discount, and this discount is basically against the amount which is 63.7. So 63.7, and to calculate percentage we will be multiplying it by 100. So this one we can write here, answer divided by 63.7 and multiply by 100. This will be resulting to 23.39. So we can write here 23.39. So our answer will be approximately equal to 23.4. So 23.4 will be percentage, will be answer. B part, in a car magazine, 25% of the pages are used for selling second-hand cars. 62 whole 1 by 2 percentage of remaining pages are used for features, and the other 36 pages are used for reviews. Work out the total number of pages in the magazine. The easiest way to solve is basically first we'll convert this 25% into fractions. So 25% will be, if we check 25%, this is basically 1 by 4. So 1 by 4 of the pages are used for selling this one. So remaining will be how much? Remaining will be 1 by 4 is gone, so remaining will be 3 by 4. You understand this, right? So this will be 1 by 4 is on this section, so remaining is 3 by 4. Now 62.5% of the remaining. So 62.5, which is 62 whole 1 by 2. And if we check the percentage, this will be 5 by 8. Now 5 by 8 of the remaining is spent on this one. So remaining which are not spent on this will be basically 3 by 8. So we can write here 3 by 8. We'll multiply this, and this is basically equal to, we can, this will be basically the 9 over 32. We'll use this 9 by 32, and suppose there are x pages, so 9 of 32 of x is given by this 36 pages, and we can calculate x is equal to 36 into 32 divided by 9, which is equal to 36 multiplied by 32 divided by 9 is equal to 128 pages. So 128 pages will be our answer. So first of all, we have calculated 25%, which is 1 by 4. So 1 by 4 is spent on this heading, so remaining will be 3 by 4. And then we calculated this, which is 5 by 8. So 5 by 8 of the remaining pages are used for features. Those are also used. So unused will be 3 by 8. So total remaining is 9 by 32, and they are saying that the remaining is 36. So we can reach to the answer by this process. Question number 2, a field ABCD is in the shape of quadrilateral. The footpath crosses the field from A to C, and diagram is not to scale. Use the sine rule to calculate the distance AC. So AC is this distance we have to calculate. So we have this side, opposite angle will be this angle. We will be utilizing this angle. So 62 divided by sine of 26 degrees will be equal to AC divided by the opposite angle, which is this one, sine of 122 degrees. And this implies AC is equal to 62 sine of 122 divided by sine of 26, and this will be the simplification which we have to do. Sine of 122 and divided by sine of 26, and this will be resulting to 119.94. so we can write here 119.94. this will be our answer. Basically this will be the length in meters, so we can write units as meter because this is meters, everything is meter, this will also meter. Calculate the length of BC. This is our B part. BC is this side. BC we have to find. Now we have this side. Basically we have this side which we have calculated, which is 119.94 meters. Now we have this side, and this angle also we have. We can find BC. So we can use cosine rule basically because we have two sides and they are including angles. So we can use BC squared is equal to one side which is 55 squared plus the other side which is 119.94 squared minus 2 into one side which is 55 and the other side which is 119.94 into cos of angle which is over here, which is 65. So we can write here 65 degrees. Now BC will be equal to under root of this one, root of this value. So 55 squared plus 119.94 squared minus 2 into 55 into 119.94 cos of 65 degrees. Now we will be calculating this. So root of 55 squared plus 119.94 squared minus 2 into 55 into 119.94 and cos of 65 degrees, and this is resulting to 108.78. So 108.78, which is approximately equal to 109. So we can write here 109 meters. Hopefully you understood this. Now C part, calculate the area of the triangle ACD. Now ACD is basically this triangle for which we have to find the area. So we have basically this side, we have this side. So we have to find this side, then only we can reach to the area. Basically half into AB sine C we can use. AB and sine C, half into AB sine C. So we will be writing here area will be equal to 1 by 2. One side we can take as 62, the other side we can take 119.94 into sine of the included angle, which is 32. So we can write here 32 degrees. And if we calculate this 0.5, which is half, into 62 into 119.94 and multiply by sine of 32 degrees, and this will be equal to 1970.31. So we can write approximately rounded answer will be 1970. This will be meter square, so this will be 1970 will be our final answer. The field is for sale at 4.50 per square meter. Calculate the cost. So 1970 multiply by 4.50. So this will be basically multiply by 4.50, and this will be equal to square per square meter. Yeah, this will be equal to basically 8866.41. This will be cost for this shaded portion. Now we have to find for the unshaded also BAC, because the total field is this one. So BAC, area of BAC will be equal to area of BAC will be equal to triangle BAC will be equal to 1 by 2 into AB sine C. So 55 into 119, 55 into 119.94 and sine of angle 65 degrees, and this will be equal to 0.5 into 55 into 119.94 and sine of 65 degrees, and this will be resulting to 2989.32, and this will be multiplied basically also, because this area will also be multiplied by 4.50. So 2985.32 multiplied by 4.50, and this will be equal to, I'll move the page a little above over here. So this one multiplied by 4.50 will be resulting to 13451. Now this and this we have to add up, because these are the total costs. So we can write 13451 plus 8866.41 and this will be equal to plus 8866.41. This will be equal to 22318 and so we can write up to 3 significant figures. We can provide 22300. So 22300, this will be final answer for this question. Basically we have to find the cost of both the triangles. So we have area of one triangle shaded, which we have calculated in C part, and we will be calculating this area of the unshaded one, and then both costs will be added. Hopefully you got this. Now question number 3, the rectangular metal sheet measures 9 centimeter, 7 centimeter, 9 by 7. A square of side x centimeters is cut from each corner. So cut from each corner, the metal is then folded to make an open box of height x centimeters. So write down in terms of x the length and width of the box. So 9 is basically this length. So this is x, this is also x. So 9 minus 2x. This will be 9 minus 2x, so this will be length, and width will be 7 minus x and x, so this is x and this is also x, so 7 minus 2x, this will be the basically length and width. Then show that the volume V of the box is this much. So volume V of the box will be length into width into height, so 9 minus 2x into 7 minus 2x into height, which is also x. So we can multiply this with x. So first we will multiply this with this, so it will be 9x minus 2x squared, and this will be 7 minus 2x. Now we will multiply this with this one. This will be 63x, then this with this one will be 18 minus 18x squared, and then this will be multiplied by this will be minus 14x squared, and this with this will be plus 4x cubed. Now we can rearrange, so 4x cubed we'll write first, so 4x cubed, and then square will be simplified. This will be 32, so minus 32x squared and plus 63x. So this is the same equation which was required. Complete the table of values for this one. So table of values, the simplest way is like we can type here 4x cubed, so alpha this one raised to the power 3, and then minus 32 and x squared and plus 63x this one, and we can check the value, we can check whether we have written this correctly or not. So calculate for x is equal to 1, we should get answer 35, which is 35. So now we can give answer. So calculate for 0.5, and this will be resulting to 24. So our value over here will be 24, and now we can calculate for 2.5. So calculate for 2.5, and this will be equal to 20. So our value will be 20 over here. This is 2-mark question. Basically just we have to provide the values. Done. Then on the grid opposite, draw the graph of this one, which is same as this. From 0 to 3.5. So these points basically we have to draw on the graph which is provided over here, and the first point is 0, 0, which they have already indicated for us at origin, and the second point 0.5 and 24. So 0.5 is this one and 25 is this, so 24 will be over here. Then second is 1 and 35, 1 and 35 is this mark. Then 1.5 and 36 they have already done. This one, then 2 and 30, so 2 and 30 will be this mark, and 2.5 and 20, so 2.5 and 20 will be this mark, and then 3 and 9, 3 is here, so 9 is over here. Then 3.5 and 0, 3.5 and 0 is already plotted. Now basically this is a curve which we have to draw, and this is a smoother curve which we have to plot. So to plot this smoother curve, we can rotate the page according to our convenience, and for example over here, so we can draw like this one. So this will be our smoother curve which we can indicate like this. So try to avoid double lines. So this side we are almost done, so we can raise this to rectify. So now we have to complete the other section. So to complete the other section, we can draw like this. So this double line we can erase and draw like this. So this portion is also done, and the remaining portion will be like this one. To confirm this value, which is 1.25, if we check from here, this is 1.25, so I'm taking this additional value. So calculate for 1.25, and this will give us the value which is 36.56. So this is 35, this is 36, so 36.56 will be a little above. So we can turn it like this one over here, like this. So even you can show this value also. So basically we have drawn the curve which is almost smoother. We can't say this is perfect, but we have tried our best to draw the perfect graph. So this is done. Then C part, they are saying, not C, E part, the volume of the box is at least 30 centimeter cube. Write down an inequality, the possible value of x. We have to write down the inequality for that one. So if we check these provided values, basically is at least 30 centimeters. So at least 30 centimeter will be from here to here. So this value is 2. So we can write this side as 2, and this side will be up to, if we check this reference, this is 0.75. So this side will be 0.75, and it will be greater than equal to this one and less than equal to 2. So basically this will be this value from here to here, this value. This is the range which we are showing over here, which is 0.75 to 2, and in form of inequality we are writing like this. Hopefully you got this. Then write down the maximum value of the box. Maximum value of the box we can see from here. This is like 30 maximum value which we have additionally taken over here. This is basically 36.56 we have calculated, so we can write here 37. So we can write it as 36.56, which is approximately equal to 37. So this will be 37. So our answer will be 37 over here. So write down the value of x which gives the maximum value. So maximum value, write down the value of x for which you, okay, so 1 point basically, 1 point, we can take here 1.1, 1.2, 1.25. So this will be our 1.25 will be our answer for this one. We can write here 1.25, for which we have basically taken this value, which is 37. This value we have taken. So hopefully you understood this portion F2 also. Question number 4. One angle of an isosceles triangle is 48. Write down the possible pair of values of the remaining two angles. So isosceles triangle is basically having two sides equal. So this side is equal to this one. One angle of isosceles triangle is 48. Write down the possible pair of other values. So it can be like 1 is 48. So 1 is 48, so remaining angle can be, it can be basically, it can, so what we can do, we can take this as 48 and this as 48. So remaining angle we can check. This will be 48. 48 plus 48 will be equal to 96. So 180 minus 96 will be equal to 84. So this will be basically possible value will be 84. So this we can write here first answer as 48 and 84, and the second pair which we can take is basically 48 over here. If we take 48 over here, and these two angles, if we calculate, this will be 66 and 66, and this will be basically, if we add 48 plus 66 plus 66, this is resulting to 180. So this will be basically 66 and 66. This will be our answer. Calculate the sum of interior angles of a pentagon, and pentagon is having basically 5 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like this one is also, this triangle is pentagon. So the simplest way is split, like for example this and this. So 1, 2, 3 triangles. So we can write here, or we can apply formula 180 into n minus 2. So this will be equal to 180 into 5 minus 2, which is basically 3. So 180 multiplied by 3 will be equal to 540. So 540, this will be 540. So we can split the drawing into, for example, if this is pentagon, so we can split into triangles, like for example 1 triangle, 2 triangle, 1, 2, 3. We can split in a shape into triangle and find, or we can use this formula, whatever is convenient to you. You can use that method. Both have explained. Then calculate the sum of angles A, B, C, D, E, F and G shown in the diagram. So basically this is pentagon, and we have to calculate all these angles. If we check this basically drawing, this is having pentagon having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if we take complete 7 circles, it will be 360. Circle angle is 360. So we can write 360 multiplied by 7. What we have done, we have taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 circles. Now we have to exclude the interior angles. So interior angles of this pentagon is 540, which we have calculated. So minus 540. Now remaining angles we have to subtract basically 1, 2, 3 and 4 angles, and we know 1, 2, 3, 4, these interior angles are adding up to 360. So further we will subtract 360. So what we have done, we have taken all 7 complete circles and subtracted these interior angles, and interior angles of this pentagon are 540 and interior angles of this quadrilateral is 360 degrees. So this will be resulting to, we will check, 360 multiplied by 7 and minus 540 and minus 360 will be resulting to 1620. So 1620 will be our answer degrees. D part, the trapezium ABCD has 4 angles as shown. All the angles are in degrees. Show that this is equal to this one. So we have to show, because these two lines are provided as parallel. So basically this one and this one, if we extend this, so this angle is equal to this angle. So this angle plus this angle, they will add up to 180 degree. So we can write it as 2x plus 5 plus 3y minus 20 is equal to basically 180 degrees. And we can add up, basically they are saying this is 2x plus 5 plus 3y minus 20 is equal to 180. And or what we can do, we can just add them all and write it equal to 360 degree, because interior angles of a quadrilateral are adding up to 360 degrees. So this plus this we have already done, and plus 4x minus 5 and plus x plus y minus 10 is equal to 360 degrees. And we can simplify. 2x plus 4x will be 6x plus 1x will be 7x, and y will be 3y plus 1y 4y. So plus 4y is equal to 360 plus this will be we can shift to other side, so we'll write here 360 plus 10 plus 20 and minus 5. This one basically plus 5 and minus 5 will cancel, so no need to write this. So this will be equal to 390, and this is basically the equation required. 7x plus 4y is equal to 390. This is the equation required. Show that 2x plus 3y is equal to 195. Now for this one, we can take these two angles, this one and plus this one will be equal to 180 degree. So we can write 2x plus 5 and plus 3y minus 20 is equal to 180 degrees. So we can write here 2x plus 3y is equal to 180 plus this will be 15. So we'll write here 15, and this will be equal to 195, which is the required equation. 2x plus 3y is equal to 195. Solve these simultaneous equations. So one equation is this one, second is this one. So we can 7x plus 4y is equal to 390, and the second equation is basically 2x plus 3y is equal to 195. So we can multiply this equation by 3 and this equation by 4, and this implies this will be 21x plus 12y is equal to 390 multiplied by 3. 390 multiplied by 3 will be equal to 1170, and this implies this equation will be multiplied by 4, so 8x and plus 12, basically this will be 8x plus 12y is equal to 195 into 4. 195 into 4 will be equal to 780. So 780, now we can subtract. This will be changing signs, this is gone, so this will be 21. 21 minus 8, 21 minus 8 will be equal to 13. So 13x is equal to 1170 minus 780 is equal to 390. So x will be equal to 390 divided by 13 is equal to 30. So x value will be equal to 30. Now this x value we can replace in any of these original equations. So I'm replacing in this one. So 2 into 30 plus 3y is equal to 195, and 3y is equal to 195 minus 60. So this will be equal to 135. So y will be equal to 135 over 3, and 135 divided by 3 will be equal to 45. So our answer for y value will be 45. Use your answer to part D3. D3 is this one, to find the sizes of all four angles of the trapezium. So if we replace x and y value, so we can write here, this will be 30 into 2 will be 60, so 60 plus y will be 65. So one answer is 65. We can replace x value over here, this will be 120. 120 minus y will be 115, so we can provide here 115. And the third answer, y value is 45. So x plus y will be what? X plus y is 30 plus 45 will be 75. 75 minus 10 will be 65. So we can provide here 65. And this will be 3 into 45. So 3 multiplied by 45 minus 20 will be equal to 115. So we can provide, basically if we write in sequence, so 65 we can shift over here and 115 we can write here. So this will be in sequence like this. So question number 5, 80 students were asked how much time they spent on the internet in a day. This table shows the results. So these are the results. Calculate the estimate for the mean. So we know mean is equal to sigma fx over sigma f. So this formula will be using over here. So we'll be checking for the mid range. So this mid range will be 0.5 and middle of these two will be 1.5. The middle of this will be 2.5. This will be 4 and this will be 6. This one will be 10 plus 7. So 10 plus 7 will be equal to 17 divided by 2 will be 8.5. So this will be 8.5. Now this into this 0.5 multiplied by 15. This one plus next will be 1.5 multiplied by 11 plus next will be 2.5 multiplied by 10 plus 4 into 19 plus 6 into 13 plus last one will be 8.5 into 12 and divided by total, which is 80 students. So divided by 80, and this is our mean. And now we have to use the calculator carefully. So because it's lengthier calculations, the more chances of mistake. So 0.5 into 15 and plus next value will be 1.5 into 11 and next value will be 2.5 plus 2.5 into 10 and plus next value will be 4 into 19, 4 multiplied by 19 and plus next value will be 6 multiplied by 13 and next value, last one will be 8.5 into 12 and divided by basically 80 will be equal to 3.81. So we can write here 3.81 as our answer. So 3 significant figures we can provide here 3.81. On the grid, complete the histogram to show this information. Frequency density, we know this one. We have to show this basically histogram. So this one, frequency density we know is equal to frequency divided by class width, and this is the formula which we will be using. If we check, these bars are provided. This width is 1, so frequency is 15. So 15 divided by 1, so we will get 15. And the second one is 11. So 11 also divided by 1 because width is 1. And for this one also width is 1. For this which we have to draw, they have taken width as 2. So 19 divided by 2, so our frequency density will be equal to 19 divided by 2, which is basically 19 divided by 2 will be equal to 9.5. So this will be 9.5. Height will be 9.5 and width will be 3 to 5 from here. So we can use scale for that one. So 9.5 will be height from here. 9.59 is here, so 9.5 will be up to this point. We can draw bar and we have to close the bar from the top as well, and this will be our block. Next will be basically 5 to 7, which is also width of 2 is 13, so 13 divided by 2 will be 6.5, so frequency density will be 13 divided by 2 is equal to 6.5. So 5 to 7 will be 6.5, and 6 is up to this one and 7 is here, so in the middle. So we'll draw this line and also this bar, so we will reach over here. So for the last one, which is class width is 3 and this is 12, so we can divide, we can take FD, frequency density is equal to 12 divided by 3, which is equal to 4. So which will be 7 to 10, 7 to 10 will be this one, and up to 4 we have to take up to 4 over here. So this will be basically the top of the bar and this will be the block. Hopefully you understood this. B part, the probability that Chaminda uses the internet on any day is 3 by 5. The probability that Niluka uses the internet on any day is 3 by 4. So this is 3 by 5, so remaining will be 2 by 5, 5 by 5 minus this, or 1 minus this. Then 3 by 4, and this will be 2 by 4. 1 by 4 basically, this is 3 by 4, 1 minus 3 by 4 will be 1 by 4, and this will be does not use the internet, basically this will be 3 by 4 and this will be 1 by 4. So calculate the probability that on any day at least one of the two students uses internet. So what we can do, we can take not use this and subtract from 1. So 1 minus 2 by 5 into 1 by 4, and this will be equal to basically 1 minus 2 over 5 and multiply by 1 over 4, and this will be equal to 9 by 10. We can write here 9 by 10, so 9 over 10 will be our answer, or unsimplified probability. If you calculate, you will get 18 over 20. Basically, if we are not simplifying, we will be getting this answer. Calculate the probability that this person uses the internet on 3 consecutive days. So usage is 3 by 5 first day, second day also 3 by 5, third day also 3 by 5. 3 into 3 will be 9, 9 to 3 will be 27, so you can write 27 over 5 into 5 will be 25, 25 into 5 will be 125, so this will be the probability. Question number 6, Sandra has designed his open container. The height of the container is 35 centimeters. The cross section of the container is designed from 3 semicircles with diameter this one, and this one. So these are basically the diameters. So this is the bigger circle basically, which is having 24 diameter. Diagram is not to scale. So A part, they are saying calculate the area of cross section of the container. So area of this shape basically is required. So if we check basically this one, if we split, this is basically one semicircle is this bigger one. So if we take area of this bigger one will be 1/2 of pi r square, and r is what? R is 24 divided by 2 will be 12, so we can write here 12. So this will be basically pi r square, so we have to take 12 square. So this will be area of this one, but we have additionally taken this area which we have to subtract, which is half into pi, and r square, this is 6.5, so half of 6.5 will be equal to 3.25, so 3.25 squared. So this will be area of this shaded portion only, this one. So what we have done, we have taken this complete semicircle, this is complete semicircle, and subtracted this unshaded portion, which is this one. Now additionally we will add this area, so that is plus 1/2 into pi r squared. Pi will be this one, so pi r square will be 17.5 divided by 2, so 17.5 divided by 2 will be radius, which is 8.75, so 8.75 squared. So we can calculate this one. This will be basically the area, cross section area. So we can calculate this. This will be 0.5 into pi and into 12 squared, and this will be equal to 72 pi. I will write in terms of pi, and later on we can change it. So 0.5 into pi and multiply by 3.25 squared, and this will be equal to 16.59. 16 point, we can write here 16.5915, and the last one is basically 0.5 into again pi and multiply by 8.75 squared, and this is 120.264. So this one and this one we can add. In this one we can add plus 72 and pi, and this will be equal to this one. Now we can subtract this, minus 16.5915, and answer is 329.87. so this will be, or 329.87, this will be basically our answer. So we can provide answer as 329.8, or even if we want to round it, we can write here now 9 also. So this one. So calculate the external surface area of the container including the base. So base and external surface area of the container we need to find. So that will be base area. Basically, for the easiest way to solve is basically we will be taking this one boundary line of this. This will be one semicircle, two semicircle, and third semicircle. So we'll be adding the boundary line and we'll be multiplying it by this one height, and then we will be adding this shaded area. So shaded area we have already calculated. First of all, we will take the boundary line of this bigger semicircle, which is basically, instead of 2 pi r, I will write pi r, because this is a semicircle, it's not complete circle. So pi into 12, this will be basically the boundary line from here till here. Then this one, which is plus pi into radius, will be 3.25, so it will be 3.25 for the smaller one, and the medium one will be pi into 8.75 radius. So this will be adding up to, we can add like this one, plus we can take pi common, so 3.25 plus 8.75. Now this will be this boundary line of this shape. We will be multiplying this by 35 height, this will be the height, and we will be adding this area which we have already calculated, 329.9, and this will be basically the external surface area. So surface area external will be equal to, we can calculate this is 35 pi, and inside will be 12 plus 3.25, and plus this will be 8.75, and bracket close, and plus we have to add 329.9, and this is resulting to 2968. So basically 2968.83, 2968.83 or 837. So we can round it as 2970. This will be basically approximately equal to this one. So we can write here 2970. This will be our answer. Now the container has a height of 35. Calculate the capacity of the container. Give your answer in liters. So for this part, basically in liters we have to provide answer. So base area we will be taking, which we have already calculated. I'll show you this one, the base area, which is 329.9. So 329.9, this will be multiplied by height, which is, this will be the volume, basically this will be the volume. And to convert this volume into liters, we will divide by 1000, because 1000 centimeter cube is equal to 1 liter. So this will be 329.9 multiplied by 35 and divided by 1000. This will be resulting to 11.54. So our answer will be 11.5 liters. Then Sandra's container is completely filled with water. All the water is then poured into another container in the shape of a cone. The cone has a radius of 20 centimeter and height of 40 centimeter. 20 centimeter radius and height is this much. So the diagram shows the water in the cone. Show that R is equal to H by 2. So this is basically 1 mark, very simple question. If we check the ratio, this 20 and 40, so R over H ratio is 20 over 40, so which is basically equal to R over 20, or we can write it as R over 20 is equal to H over 40 also. So this implies R is equal to H over 2. This will be our final answer for this part. Then find the height H of the water in the cone, the volume V of the cone with radius R, and height H is given by this volume. So we'll utilize the given formula, which is V is equal to 1 by 3 pi R squared, or instead of R squared we will write the value, which is H by 2 squared into H. This implies this is equal to basically this will be 1 by 3 pi, and H square into H will be H cube over 4, and which is equal to pi by 12 into H cube. And this volume we know is equal to, we have calculated as basically we calculated this volume as 11545. This was the volume, and now we can we can use this one to calculate. This is equal to basically pi by 12 into h cube. So h will be equal to, we can shift to h cube will be equal to, we can shift to this side, so 12 into 11545 divided by pi, and now we can take cube root. So this implies h will be equal to cube root of 12 into 11545 and divided by pi, and if we calculate this value, this will be cube root of fraction 12 into 11545 and divided by pi, and this is pi. This will be resulting to 35.33, and we can write answer as 35.3. This will be our final answer. Keep in mind this volume basically we have already calculated in part C, 1154 in liters, but here we are using as centimeter cube. Question number 7. The coordinates of P are these and Q are these. Find the gradient of line PQ. So gradient will be equal to 14 y2 minus y1. So 14 minus minus 4 over x2, which is 8 minus minus 4. This will be equal to 14 plus 4 will be 18 divided by 12, and this will be basically equal to 18 divided by 12 will be equal to 3 by 2. So we can write here 3 over 2 or 1.5, both can be our answer. Then find the equation of the line PQ. So for gradient we have, and we can use any of these points, so I will be using this one. So y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. This will be the direct equation of line in point slope form. So y minus this point I'm using, so this will be plus 4 is equal to m, which is 3 by 2 into x plus 4. So we can shift this one, so y is equal to 3 by 2x, and this will be multiplied by this also, plus this will be 12 by 2 and minus 4. So 12 by 2 minus 4 will be 6 minus 4, which is 2. So we can write y is equal to 3 by 2x, and this will be plus 2. After simplification, this will be the answer. Y is equal to 3 by 2x plus 2. This will be the final answer. Then write PQ as column vector. PQ as column vector. So column vector will be basically 8 minus minus 4. So Q will be first, so we can write 8 minus minus 4, and the second thing will be 14 minus minus 4. This will be the column vector, and we can simplify this. This will be 8 plus 4 will be 12, and 14 plus 4 will be 18. Then find the magnitude of PQ. So this will be 12 basically square, x component square, plus 18 squared and root. This will be basically magnitude of PQ, and this will be resulting to, we can check for that, this will be 12 squared plus 18 squared, and this is resulting to 21.63. so 21.6 will be our final answer. B part in the diagram, OA is equal to 4A, OA is 4A, OB is equal to 3B, R lies on AB such that OR is equal to 1 by 5. This value of OR is also provided. T is the point such that BT is also provided, which is OA, 3 by 2 OA. So 3 by 2 OA means 3 by 2 of 4A. So this will be basically BT, and the direction of BT will be this one. and OR is this direction, and this is 1 by 5 of this one. Find the following in terms of A and B. So giving each answer in simplest form. So AB is required, basically AB. So we can take this route for AB. We can take AO, OB, which is 4A, minus 4A plus 3B, minus 4A plus 3B. This will be basically our answer, or we can write 3B minus 4A. It's the same thing. Then AR, they are asking for AR. AR will be this direction, A to R. So we'll take 4A minus 4A, and this value OR is already provided. So we'll write here minus 4A and plus 1 by 5 of 12A plus 6B, and we can simplify this. Basically we have to provide answer in simplest form. So this one we can open. This will be minus 4A plus 12 by 5A and plus 6 by 5B. Now we can simplify minus 4 and 12 by 5, minus 4 and plus this will be 12 over 5, and this will be resulting to minus 8 over 5. So we can write here minus 8 over 5A and plus 6 over 5B. We can write answer in this format, or we can basically we can take 1 by 5 common, and inside will be 6B minus 8A. So this can be answer 1 by 5 into 6B minus 8A. This will be the final answer. Now OT we have to write. OT will be basically this, and if we join O with T, so this is basically OT. We can take this route 3B and plus this one. So if we write here, this will be 3B plus 3 by 4, 3 by 2 into 4A. This will be cancelled. So 2, this will be 6A, 6A plus 3B. So this will be our answer, 6A plus 3B. Hopefully you are getting everything. Complete the following statement. The point O, R and T are in straight line because they are multiple of each other basically. So OR is parallel to OT. So we can write OR is parallel to OT. The reason will be OR is parallel to OT. So this is done. Then triangle OAR, OA and R, this much, this triangle basically. They are talking about this triangle OAR and triangle TBR. So TBR is basically this triangle. So these two triangles they are considering are similar. Find the value of area of triangle this one divided by area of triangle this one. So we can check the ratio of these two sides. Basically this is this will be cancelled. So this is 4A and 6A. So this will be basically area of triangle TBR. TBR is basically this one. So we will write K factor, which is 6A divided by 4A. We are checking the length ratios, this length and this length, and then we can cancel this. This will be 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6. This will be equal to 3 by 2. And for area we are using K square. So K square will be equal to 3 by 2 square, which is equal to 9 by 4. And our answer will be 9 by 4. Hopefully you got this. Now rearrange this formula to make A as subject. So first of all UT we will shift. So S minus UT is equal to half. Also we can shift. So half will be into 2 and AT squared. So A we have to make subject. So A will be equal to 2 into s minus ut and divided by t squared. So this will be basically our answer, which we can provide over here at the proper given place over t squared. The formula v is equal to u plus at can be used to calculate the speed v of a car. These are basically the values they have provided, and each correct to the nearest integer. So these are rounded values. Calculate the upper bound of the speed. So for upper bound of v value, we require upper bound of u value, upper bound of all these values. So this will be 15.5, we can write 15.5 plus this will be 2.5 and plus 8.5, and this will be equal to 15, basically not plus, this should be multiplication because 80, so we'll write over brackets over here. So this will be 15.5 plus in brackets 2.5 into 8.5, and this will be resulting to 36.75. So 36.75 will be our final answer for this question. This is done. Now C part, travel graph is provided. The diagram shows the speed time graph for a car traveling between two sets of traffic lights. So calculate the deceleration of the car for the last 5 seconds. So deceleration for this section is basically required, and we know deceleration is basically the gradient of this, and this will be height is 16, so 16 divided by 5, so m will be equal to 16 rise over run, so 16 divided by 5 will be equal to 3 point something basically. So 16 divided by 5 will be equal to 3.2. So we can write answer as 3.2, or we can provide answer as 16.5. Calculate the average speed of the car between the two sets of traffic signals. So basically we have to find first the area under the graph. So area, we can use trapezium rule basically. So this 1 by 2, so area will be equal to 1 by 2 into a plus b into height, which is perpendicular height. So 1 by 2 into parallel sides, so this will be 10 and this will also be 10. So 10 plus 10 into, no, this is basically height, this is not 10, this will be 25. So we'll take this one as 25. So this is 25, this is 25, this is 10, so a plus b into h, and h is 16, so multiply by 16, and this will be equal to 0.5 into 35, 25 into this, and multiply by 16, and this will be equal to the required multiplication sign. This is 280. So this one basically distance is 280, which we have calculated area under the graph, and the time taken will be equal to what? Time taken is 25. So speed is equal to distance over time, which is equal to 280 divided by time, which is 25. So this will be equal to 11.2. So 11.2 meter per second, this will be the speed. So 11.2 will be our final answer for this part. Question number 9 is sequence question. First 4 diagrams of a sequence are shown below. These are basically the sequences, and we have to complete the table for this one. Diagrams are made from dots and squares. So this is number of dots, this is 6, 9, 12, so basically adding 3, so this will be 6, 9, 3 and 3, and this will be basically 15, and further addition of 3 will be 18. So adding 3 will be basically difference is 3, so 3n for first one we require n is equal to 1. So it will be 3, so it should result to 6, so plus 3, so 3n plus 3 will be the general formula for this one. Now for the second one, number of squares. So 0, 1, 3, and this is basically 6. This is having 6, and so difference of 1, difference of 2, difference of 3, difference of 4. So this will be 6 plus 4 will be 10. Then we can use this formula also to check this. Replace n is equal to 5, we will get 10. Replace n is equal to 4, we will get 6. Now number of triangles, this is having 1, 2, 3, 4 triangles. Similarly 9, then 6. This is 2 square, 3 square, 4 square. This will be 5 square. This will be 6 square. So this is basically n. This is not n plus, yeah, so n plus 1 squared, because this is n plus 1 squared. N number, basically first term will be 1 plus 1 into 2, square will be 4. Now this is already done for us. So which diagram has 360 lines? So lines, for lines, this is the formula. So we can use 3 by 2. I will move the page a little above. So this one. So this formula I am writing 3 by 2, n plus 1 into n plus 2 is equal to 360. Now we will be shifting this, so we can open, so n, we can write n plus 1 into n plus 2 is equal to 360 multiplied by 2 by 3. So 360 multiplied by 2 over 3, and this is resulting to 240. So this is equal to 240. Now this one we can multiply. This will be n square plus 2n plus n plus 1 into 2 will be 2 is equal to 240. And further we have to write n square plus 3n, and this will be minus 238 if we shift to this side. So this is equal to 0. Now we can check mode 5, 3, and this will be coefficient of x. N square is 1, coefficient of n is 3, and minus 238, and this is giving us 14 and minus 17. So 14 and minus 17, we will change sign, so we can use this. So n minus 14 and n plus 17 is equal to 0. So n is equal to 14 and n is equal to minus 17. So minus we will not be using, negative side we will reject this. So we will take n is equal to 14 as positive answer. The total number of lines in the first n diagrams is this much. Total number of lines in the first n diagrams is this much. When n is equal to 1, show that this is equal to this, and just we'll have to basically replace n is equal to 1 in this one. So this will be 1 by 2 into 1 cube plus p into 1 squared plus q will be q into 1, and number of lines we will use for this one. So for n is equal to 1, so we can write here 3 by 2 into n plus 1 into n plus 2. So for n is equal to 1, this will be 3 by 2 into 2 into 3. So 2 will be cancelled. So this will be equal to basically 9. So we can write this one as equal to 9. From where we got 9, we replaced n is equal to 1 in the given formula in the table for number of lines, and we got this 9 which we have written over here. So we can write here p plus q is equal to 9, not square, p plus q is equal to 9 minus 1 by 2, which is equal to 8 whole 1 by 2. This will be our required answer basically. So by showing another value of n and using the equation in part C1, find the values of p and q. Okay, so we got this one equation which is p plus q is equal to 8 whole 1 by 2 or 8.5, and we can write another equation, like for example when n is equal to 2, we can write here, for example, n is equal to 2. So this will be, for n is equal to 2, this one will be 1 by 2 into 2. I'm replacing over here. I'll move the page so that you can see. So I'm replacing in this one. So 2 cubed plus p into 2 squared and plus q into 2. This one should be equal to what? And n is equal to 2 will be replacing in this formula, which we have taken from the basically table, which is a number of lines, and this is also number of lines. So we will replace here as 2, so we can replace it 3 by 2 into this will be 2 plus 1, which is 2 plus 1, and into 2 plus 2. So this will be 3 into 4 will be 12, so 3 by 2 into 12. So this will be 4, so this will be equal to 12. So this value will be 12. This is how we have calculated 12. Now we got this equation, and this will be 8. 8 divided by 2 will be 4. So we can write here this 4p plus 2q is equal to, this will be 4. So we will send to other side. So 12 minus 4, which is equal to 8. Now we got this equation. We will replace here 4p plus 2q is equal to 8, and we can multiply this equation by 2 to get this one. So this will be 2p to equalize the coefficient of q. 2q is equal to 8.5 divided by multiplied by 2 will be equal to 8.5 multiplied by 2 will be equal to 17. So now we can subtract. After subtraction, this will be cancelled. So this will be 2p is equal to 8 minus 70 will be minus 9. So this will be p will be equal to minus 9 by 2. So basically we have done small mistake. For these first two drawings, for first one and second one, so this will be having, first one will be having 9 lines and second one will be having 18 lines. So 18 plus 9 is adding up to 27. So for n is equal to 2, we'll have to take equal to this one as 27. So instead of calculating by replacing in this, we will get only the one diagram lines, but we need first two diagram lines. So that will be basically 27, and I have shown you how we are taking it as 27, just adding first two diagrams lines. So this will be 27, and this one after simplification this will be 27 minus 4, which will be equal to 23, and this 23 we will be replacing over here. So now this will become 23, and this one, if we subtract this one, 23 minus 17 will be resulting to 6. Now this will be 6 over here, this one will be 6, so 6 divided by 2 will be resulting to 3. Now our p value is 3 and q value we can easily find by replacing in any of these two equations. So p plus q is equal to 8, so 3 plus q is equal to 8 whole 1 by 2, so q will be equal to 8 whole 1 by 2 minus 3, which is 4 whole 1 by 2. So this will be basically value of basically 5 whole 1 by 2. So 5 whole 1 by 2 or 5.5, we can write answer like this. So this is done. Question number 10, we have to simplify this. So what we can do, we can take x common from numerator, so it will be x minus 3 and divided by this will be a square minus b square, so x plus 3 into x minus 3, this will be cancelled, so our answer will be x over x plus 3. X over x plus 3 will be our answer. Then we have to solve this fraction, which is what we can do, we can take LCM, so it will be x into x plus 1, and this into this will be 15 into x plus 1 minus 20x is equal to 2. Now we can cross multiply and open bracket also, so this will be 15x plus 15 minus 20x and will be equal to 20x into x plus 1. And now we can simplify, this will be 15 minus 5x is equal to 20x squared plus 20x, and now we have to basically send this to the side, so our quadratic equation will be 20x squared and plus 20x plus 5x minus 15 is equal to 0, and we can solve this quadratic equation, so it will be 20x squared plus 20x 25x, basically 20x plus 5x will be 25x and minus 15 is equal to 0. We can divide it by 5, so 4x squared plus this will be 5x and minus 3 is equal to 0. Now we can solve this by mod 5 3 and coefficient of x squared plus coefficient of x and the constant value, and this is resulting as basically decimal answers. So we'll check for this. So basically when we have shifted this to this side, it should be 2x, not 20x. So this is 2x, so it will also be 2x squared and 2x, and when we shift this, this will be 2x squared and this will be 2x plus 5x will be 7x, so here will be 7x, and next will be so this will be gone, 7x minus 15 is equal to 0. So now we can simplify basically by this one, coefficient will be x will be 2, then 7 and then minus 15, so this will be giving us 3 by 2 and minus 5. So 3 by 2 and minus 5, we can erase this one. Basically we have solved this already, we have done this portion. So our two values which we have calculated are basically over here, so we can rewrite this equation as minus 15 is equal to 0. So these are basically the two values, minus 5 and the second value is basically 3 by 2. So 3 by 2, these are the two values. We can provide answer minus 5 and 3 by 2. Because this is 7-mark question, so you will have to write a step over here also for these values. So for these values I am writing step over here. So what we can do, we can from here we can write x plus 5 and 2x, this will be 2 into x, and minus 3 is equal to 0. So this will be the step which will be resulting to x is equal to minus 5 and x is equal to 3 by 2. This will be our final answer. We are done with the paper. Hopefully you understood each and everything, and don't forget to subscribe Maths TV. Also recommend this channel to your respected teachers and introduce this channel to your friends and class fellows also. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye.